Rakakudash. I have a quick we're gonna start with giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Rakakudash. I have a quick word for you from the Lord, Ezekiel 13:2. All right, because we gotta warn you. All right, and our job as messengers is to prophesy to whoever the Lord says to prophesy to. So whether you hear or forbear, we will warn you as prophets. Messengers of the Lord. But if regardless you hear or bear, you will know. All right, you will know that a messenger, a prophet, has been among you. All right, son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel. All right, that prophesy and speak and say unto them that prophesy out their own hearts. All right, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. All right. All right, this is towards the prophets of Israel, so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and so-called Negroes, because they're out here. They call themselves in the highways and byways, but hey, the Lord has something against most of those prophets out there. You know, you call yourself a prophet of Israel. You know, that's a heavy thing. You know, you don't want to call yourself a prophet and not be a prophet, or be sent, or claim to be sent and not be sent. All right. Because there's heavy judgment against those prophets, all right? Not saying all prophets out there, all prophets, out in the field, or all prophets call themselves prophets are not prophets. But hey, there's a lot of prophets out there. And the Lord says in the last days, there will be many false prophets, all right? So thus saith the Lord Yahweh, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit, all right? And have seen nothing, all right? Because most prophets out here ain't really telling you the truth because they have not seen nothing, all right? They speak of what they own, with their own understanding, what they want, all right, to happen. But thus saith the Lord, O Israel, the prophets are like foxes in the desert, all right. So that means like they're deserted, they're in a wasteland. They see nothing, they're abandoned. The Lord is not with them people, all right. All right, you have not gone into the gaps made up the hedges of the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord, all right? Because that's what the prophet's supposed to do, get ready for battle or to warn against battle or destruction, all right? A lot of prophets out there is not doing that. They just prophesying peace and prosperity, all right? Those prosperity gospels, all right? They have seen vanity and lying divinations, saith the Lord Yahweh, and the Lord Yahweh have not sent them, and they have made others to hope that they would confirm the word. All right, so the stuff they're saying, the Lord is not with them, and the stuff they're saying is having the powers on other people. Well, there's no power in the people. The Lord gives people power, but the power, what they're saying is their hope is that they're making others hope that there's peace and prosperity coming, which is just not. So they will hope that people confirm the word that they're saying, to know that man is a prophet, and not, you have to make sure his words come to pass, all right? And only the way to do that is Yahweh, if the Lord is with you, all right? And the words that they're saying, they're hoping other people confirm that word, all right? It's not about the people confirming that word, it's about the Lord confirming that word. That's why he says, study thyself, make sure thyself is approved, and roughly paraphrasing, because to be a prophet, you have to be coming out the word of the Lord. Half these prophets out here are not coming out the word of the Lord. They're coming out their own heart. They're saying what they want to say, all right? Have you not seen a vain vision, and have you not spoken a lying divination, where you say, the Lord hath said, albeit I have not spoken. All right, the Lord did not say that. The Lord has not spoken that. He has not said nothing about peace and prosperity. All right, this is not the time for peace anyway. It's a time of war. So any prophet that speaks to you about peace is not of the Lord right now, because we're in a time of war. Thus saith the Lord. All right. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because you have spoken vanity and seen lies, therefore, behold, I am against you, saith the Lord Yahweh, and my hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and the divine lies. All right, so these prophets are telling you lies. They're coming up in your face telling you they're a prophet of the Lord, and they're telling you lies. All right, they say not to be assembled of my people. They shall not be assembled of my people, neither shall they be written in the house of Israel. All right, so these people are going to be wiped out. All right, they're gonna be put to death. Thus saith the Lord. They're not gonna be written they're not gonna be written in the house of Israel. The Lord is gonna remove them. All right, neither shall they enter in the land of Israel. So you're not gonna have, when we get into our land, there's gonna be no false prophets. But since we're in this wicked land, there's gonna be foolish prophets. All right, and you shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. All right. Jump down to verse 10. Because even they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace. All right. And yeah, that's what they're doing. They're telling you peace, 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 but there's no peace, right? This is a time of war, and when people claim that people are speaking peace, like there's peace gonna happen, they're not of the Lord, all right? So if they're not telling you death is coming, destruction is coming, then they're not. They don't. The Lord is not with them, all right? Because He's not with He's not with the people that right now. He's not with the false prophets right now, and there's a lot right now going around claiming to be a prophet. It's a heavy thing to put that on you, all right? Because you have heavy judgment against you. Everyone who follows you and you call yourself a messenger or prophet, you will have judgment accountable to every single soul that you have led. All right, whether you led it astray or whether you lead it to the truth. But prophets always lead back to the Yahushai, who the word it calls Jesus, because he was one of the greatest prophets that walked the earth. All right, and he was God Himself in the flesh. All right. There was no peace, and one built up a wall, and lo, others dabbled it with untempered mortar. See, there was no peace, and people built up that wall, and people knocked it down because they're not getting you ready. Like a prophet's supposed to get you ready for big times, all right? So when battle's coming, they're supposed to get you ready for battle. These prophets are not getting you ready for battle, because that's the job of the messenger before the Lord. Is I think it's Amos 3, and somewhere in the book of Amos talks about the Lord does reveal nothing without revealing His secrets unto the prophets. All right, so we're telling you World War III is going to happen. We're going to warn you beforehand, so to get you ready for World War III, or to get your spirit ready for when the Lord returns. All right, these prophets are not doing that. All right, they're telling you that you're going to live a long life, and you're going to be around here, try to get you working on. Okay, when all that stuff is, or get your business loans, all that stuff is going to get wiped out, and it's going to get destroyed in the day of destruction. All right, but said, you got to be mindful and be watchful and watch every single spirit out here. All right, because people is out here prophesying peace, and there's no peace. All right, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it's nothing but war. All right, it's a time of war. That's why He has mighty warriors standing up as a great army. All right, in the book of Ezekiel 37, all right, they stood on their feet as sealing great army. That's the army of the Lord. All right, roughly paraphrasing, you can read that yourself. But the Lord is raising up armies and warriors. All right, because He is a warrior. All right, so enough with this peace stuff, man. It's only going to be war right now, because the Lord is dealing with the nations. All right, and He's starting with us. All right, so there's a warning that beware of the prophets out there, and that's prophesying peace. All right, don't believe them, because thus saith the Lord, like he's not with them. All right, these people's saying peace, and there was no peace. All right, so they're not even getting you ready. All right, so all right, so make sure that test every spirit. That's how we're truly living in the last days, because we're Lord's telling us He's not with these prophets that prophesy peace. And the last days, let me get that in the book of Matthew. It talks about Salakia. Matthew 24 talks about the false prophets. All right. Right here, Matthew 24:11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. All right, so these false prophets are part of the prophecy, but you have to acknowledge them as false prophets, the ones that's preaching peace. All right, because the Lord is not dealing with peace right now. It's a time of war. All right, and that shall deceive many. Do not let no man deceive you. All right. These prophets are not men of the Lord. All right, they're not talking about destruction. They're not talking about death. If you're not in this time, then you're not hearing from the Lord. All right. Because that's all the Lord is giving out. He warns his people before destruction comes, all right? Before he destroys a nation, he warns people, all right? So if they're not giving you warning, they're not trying to save your life, all right? I'm going to give you strictly warning wherever you hear, forbear, all right? Because it's our job to do that, all right? So with that being said, I want to say shalom. I'm going to catch you on the next one. I got to go.